the Cottonwood County Citizen proudly presents Athlete of the Week. Brought to you this week by Tri-State General Contracting. Give us a call today at 507-849-7429 for a quote on all your commercial, residential, and remodeling needs. That's Tri-State General Contracting with main offices in Jackson. And I'm joined right now by Wyndham Senior Jesse Pigman, our Athlete of the Week this week. Congratulations, Jesse.
Thank you.
Well, let's go back to the Morris Benson game, and you guys came into the game scuffling a little bit. You'd lost 8 in a row, but Morris Benson is a team that you guys match up really well with, size-wise and speed-wise, and right off the bat, you guys get on the scoreboard. How big was scoring that early in the game?
Yeah, that was definitely a big accomplishment for us. We were looking for that momentum pickup. We came in excited. We were ready for the game. We knew it was going to be a game we could get a win if we worked hard. That first shift with Noah Berry, I know everybody on the bench definitely went crazy. It was an exciting moment. Kind of turned the tides and knew that we had the momentum going.
And really, 2 goals late in the first period gave you guys the lead. And throughout the rest of the game, I think that you guys were able to just maintain that momentum. And really, from what I saw, you guys did a nice job of controlling the offensive zone.
Yeah, we definitely came in with a good hard forecheck, something we've been missing in some games this year. But we came ready that game, and it just worked out for us.
As a senior on this team this year, tell me about the dynamic between, there aren't a whole lot of seniors, there aren't a whole lot of upperclassmen. A lot of your main offensive players are young guys. How has that relationship been as one of the guys that these younger guys are looking up to?
Yeah, we're definitely a young team when it comes down to it. We'd pull a few guys up to really have a good team going, but I don't know, as far as dynamics go, I know we got really good relationships from senior to freshman, from senior to junior. A lot of seniors are hanging out with the freshmen off the ice, which creates a lot of just whatever on the ice. We just get along. It's a fun group, and I think that helps to work. And plus, we got a big competition. Everybody's working to get over the next person. It just works out well.
And a new coach for you guys this year too, and entering a season with a new coach, there's always some question marks. But from what I can tell, at least chemistry-wise, things really seem to be clicking for you guys. It hasn't led to wins, but at least the improvement is evident.
Yeah, I'd say Coach Morgan definitely brought that new tempo, that new mindset we needed. We've kind of been in a slump these last few years here, and to have him come in, I don't know, I'd kind of describe it as like a Coach Ello situation for the football program. It's not going to show the first few years, but as he continues, if he chooses to continue, the W's will definitely come. He's got the mindset, he's got the anticipation for it. It's just once he gets that right set of players, it'll definitely come.
Mm-hmm. Tell me about your evolution as a player, because if I'm not mistaken, you started out as a defenseman, and the last couple of years they've needed a little bit more of a physical presence on the forecheck, and so they moved you to a forward. And this week, against Morris Benson, it led to an assist for you on one of the goals earlier in the game, and then you got a little bit of a shorty in the third period.
Yeah, that transition from D back to forward, it wasn't anything too hard for me. I played most positions kind of my whole career, so I've just kind of bounced around. But forward's definitely where I like to be, where there's center or wing. I like going after it rather than making it happen.
Mm-hmm. Tell me about your take on just the hockey scene in Southwest Minnesota as a whole, because I think that it's improved. I think that Laverne kind of, the run that Laverne had, elevated the profile a little bit, but it kind of made Section 3 a little bit more of a legit section.
Yeah, since Laverne's just kind of been the forehead for it, and then you've had teams that followed, but we've had good teams for quite a few years now. They go into state tournament, and they give a good game for the first round and whatnot. But everybody knows just kind of like the legacy of Southwest, that we don't have as much history in hockey and whatnot. And it's just most programs are relatively new. I think ours started in the early 2000s, then up north in the metro cities just have that head start. But when Laverne really got that first good year, it was just kind of the turning point. And then off that, you had the New Ulm teams, and then you have the Hutch, and they're just all kind of building at once. And soon I think it's going to trickle down, and you're going to start seeing farther south teams getting some talent, more kids getting involved, and that'll lead to more of that.
As a varsity player, as a varsity senior, what do you see coming up, and how are you able to kind of leave your mark on the future of Windham Eagle hockey?
Yeah, this year I'd say this year is just planted in stone, plant what we want, where we want to go, what we want to do. That's what this year is. New coach, kind of pretty much a new whole team is what it seems like. New atmosphere. Everybody's got a new attitude for the game, and I know those lower classes, I've been around them a lot, the lower ages, they definitely got that mindset. They want to win. They've been playing the best competition, and they'll continue to do so. But once they get up there, I think that's going to be a turning point. That's where you're going to see a team with numbers, a team that has more than 20, where kids are actually sitting and competing to play rather than competing to play half the game. And I think that's where it'll really change, is once you get the numbers for the competition to pick up individually.
Looking ahead for you guys have Worthington on Thursday. You guys faced Worthington earlier in the year and picked up a victory down there. Worthington, it seems like regardless of the record, they are always up to play Windham.
Yeah.
And I would anticipate a pretty competitive game on Thursday.
Yeah, they're definitely a scrappy team, and one thing's for sure is they're always working hard. And I think that's where you see the downfall sometimes when we play them. You'll come in and you'll take a shift off, and they'll get a lucky bounce, and then it kind of turns the tide their way. But as long as we're working hard, I think we'll handle them as much as we can.
And hopefully going forward, that can build a little bit of momentum for the playoffs, because it's been a little while since you guys have put together a good run in the playoffs. And how big would it to be for this program to get a couple of playoff wins?
It'd be a first, actually. I don't know. I'm pretty sure the word on the street is that Wyndham's never won a quarterfinal game. So just get that first W and play at Gusty. That'd be pretty sick. I don't know. I'd have to say my whole youth career for hockey-wise, just playing up and loving the game. It was a fun time. We were fortunate enough to win a district title each year I played and go on to regions. And regions is a fun time. You get to stay in a hotel with your buddies. So I don't even necessarily say a game. I just say spend time with my buds. Might have to be Jordan Belford, I think. I think I just downloaded that a few weeks ago. Just player-wise, I'd have to give it to Laverne and Litch, just because they move the puck like crazy, and it's just ridiculous. But rivalry-wise, I'd have to give it to Redwood. I mean, these last 2 years since my sophomore year, they've had a really big gain in their program, and just playing them, you always want to win, and it's always kind of scrappy. But they just got that upper hand with numbers and whatnot. I don't even know. Probably Goofy. Goofy and a Goon would be my guess. I don't know. Sports are just kind of my thing, but when I'm not in, I just like to hang out with my friends. We play a lot of NHL, a lot of Madden. Just hang out, play some ping pong, go around, just hang out.
And you're a senior this year. What's coming down the road for you?
Next year I'm going to go to Mankato. I don't know for sure what I'm majoring in. I just know that's where I'm going. I'm going to do something with math, but as far as it's been.
Well, that should be all I need from you. Congratulations, and thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Brought to you this week by Tri-State General Contracting. Give us a call today at 507-849-7429 for a quote on all your commercial, residential, and remodeling needs. That's Tri-State General Contracting with main offices in Jackson.